Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know, my name is Lexi, and today I'm just going to be doing a fun smoky bronze look for the summertime. So if you want to see how to get this eye look that I got going on here, just keep on watching. Okay, so I went ahead and did my base and one eye off camera, and I prepped my lids with my MAC Painterly Paint Pot and my Maybelline Fit Me powder. And so now we can just jump straight into the eyeshadow. Today I'm going to be using the Jaclyn Morphe palette, and you can pick this up at Ulta or you can order it online, but for this look you can honestly use any neutral shades that you have at home. But this is my all-time favorite palette. If I had to give away all my other palettes and only keep one, this is the one that I would keep because I just love it so much. So I'm going to first go in with a transition shade, and I'm going to be using a fluffy brush from Morphe. I'm just dipping into Silk Cream and tapping it off, and then I'm going to just blend in windshield wiper motions across my crease, right above my crease. And I'm just going to go on the outside and just make sure I flick it up a little bit just to keep it lifted. You don't want to drag your eyeshadow down too far, or else it will drag the edge of your eye down. So you want to keep everything high and lifted so your eyes don't look downturned. Then I'm just on the same brush, I'm going to take the shade Pukey, and I'm just going to go right over top of that transition shade, and it's just going to warm everything up a bit, and you're just going to use those same windshield wiper motions. And I go all the way in to my brow area and on the edge of my nose because I feel like it kind of slims that part of my face and brings everything in. But you want to concentrate most of the color on the outer portion. And then once again, I'm just going to go on the outside and flick that color up so that everything is staying upwards. Now I'm going to switch brushes, and I'm just going to grab, it's just a little bit shorter and a little bit flatter than the other brush. And I'm going to take the shade, let me see what it is. The shade Pooter is what it's called, and then it's this shade right here. And then I'm just going to tap off my brush, and this shade is going to go a little bit lower than all the other shades, and it's just going to go right in the crease. And you just want to use those same windshield wiper motions and just blend it out so there's no harsh lines. You don't want to have any harsh lines in your eyeshadow. So next, I'm going to take an even deeper shade on a little bit smaller brush. This shade is Mocha. I don't know if you can see. It's right here. Mocha. Tap off my brush again, and I'm just going to keep this right on the outer V because I don't want to bring this up too high. If I bring the dark up too high, then it's just going to make everything look a little bit muddy. But I just want to press this shade right on that outer V, bring it out a little bit, and then just bring it to the inside. If that happens where you get a lot of product in one area, you can just go back to your big fluffy brush that you used at the beginning and just blend it out. And I'm going to go back to the brush that I had the Mocha on and just drag that color a little bit further in. So now we get to move on to the fun part, the shimmery shades, which is my favorite part. And I'm going to just take this flat definer brush, and I'm going to mix the shades SBN and Obsessed. Just go back and forth a little bit. And then I'm going to grab my Mario Badescu facial spray and just spritz the brush twice. And then I'm just going to carve out about 2/3 of my lid with this. And then I'm just going to go back to the brush. I had my deepest shade, Mocha, on, and I'm going to draw the color back in a little bit and blend the shimmery shade and the dark outer corner shade together. So now we can move on to the lower lash line. When you leave out your lower lash line, it can make things look very disconnected. You really want to apply at least a few shades down on your lower lash line just to make everything look lifted and look cohesive. So I'm just going to take those same shades. I'm going to take a little bit of Silk Cream that I use as my transition shade, and then I'm going to mix it with the shade Pooter, and I'm going to go right underneath my lashes and just go back and forth underneath that, and you just want to connect it to this outer V portion over on the side. And it just makes the look so much more cohesive and lifted. And so I'm just going to grab those two colors once again and go over it just a little bit more. I'm also going to grab a little bit of this shade right here called Buns, just to deepen it up a tiny bit. Now I'm just going to take this flat definer brush and I'm going to dip in to an even deeper shade. This is in the shade Chip right here. I'm just going to lightly tap my brush and I'm going to go right underneath my lash line. And then a little tip to make your eyes look even more lifted, you'll just take a tiny bit of that shade, tap it off, and flick upwards just to give a little bit of a false wing on the outside, and it just brings everything up. And so I'm also going to take Chip, and instead of using a liquid liner or a gel liner, I am going to use eyeshadow on this top portion. I think you get a lot more control and it's a lot more natural. So I just take a little bit and I go all the way in, and it makes it look, it's really good when you have a smoky eye to use this technique because it makes everything a little more smoky. And I've really been loving just using an eyeshadow on the top as opposed to a liner because it is just so easy and so quick. Now I'm just going to take this tiny little brush and I'm going to go into the shade In Light in this top corner, and I'm just going to pop that right on the inner corner. And you can totally skip this step if you don't like a bright inner corner, but I do. And then I'm just going to pop it on the inner corner and just blend around the edge, just to give like a little bit of like a halo, glowy effect. And then I'm also going to take a tiny bit of that shade and just put it right on my brow bone. This is a tip to make your eyes look bigger. You just take a white liner and you put it right on the waterline. It just opens everything up a little bit, as opposed to putting a dark liner. It kind of closes off the eye, but when you do a white liner or a neutral liner, it just opens everything up a bit and makes your eyes look a bit bigger. So now I can curl my lashes. I'm just going to take it and pump the lash curler a few times. And now I'm ready for my mascara. So my favorite mascara at the moment is the Benefit Roller Lash. I had to think about that for a second. So I'm just gonna wiggle from the top of my, or from the bottom of my lashes all the way to the top. I can't speak and do mascara at the same time, apparently. I have to concentrate. But love this mascara because I think it gives more of a natural lash look, and it just separates my lashes so well and doesn't make them look, what's that word? Like a cobweb. I don't know. I can't think of the word now. Clumpy. It doesn't make your lashes look clumpy. That's what I was trying to say. And then I'm just also going to slightly wiggle the brush on my lower lashes. I'm going to go ahead and do my lips off camera, and then I'll come back. Okay, so I'm back. All I did for my lips, I used 2 different lip liners. I used Nude Beige from NYX right on the outer portion of my lips, and then I used a lighter shade, which was Natural, also from NYX, on the inside. And then I just took this gloss from Becca. I'm not exactly sure of the shade. If I figure it out, I will link it down below. But I really love this shade because it's bronzy and it's really summery. So yeah, nude lips are my favorite. And this is the completed look. So thank you guys for watching. If you made it to the end, I would really love it if you hit that subscribe button and turned on the notification bell. Thanks. See you guys next time.